Hi, this is Owen reporting for Following Nerd, and tonight we're talking with visual effects designer and legend, Mat Irvine. Matt, I met you, as I said, 20 years ago at the Adelphi Hotel in London, or Liverpool, doing exactly...
I think it was over 20 years, actually.
Doing this, something similar tonight that you're doing in Lisbon. Has it been an evolution for you, these talks and these tours? Is that something you've always done?
It's one of those sort of things that sort of happens every now and again, because I started doing in front of camera stuff for the Saturday Morning Kids programs, the swap shops and superstores. People got to know who I was and realised they could put me up in front of an audience or a camera, and I didn't fall apart at the seams to do it. So I was my own worst enemy as far as that was concerned. So consequently, well, I remember actually when I did Swap Shop originally, when they wanted me back the second time, I said, "Oh, you've had me. You have somebody else." I said, "Oh no, they know you now." So there is that logic, is they know. Yeah. So therefore, I became. Whether I didn't really like it, actually, I became supposedly the face of the department. I did get other people involved when I could, but the point was people ended up thinking, "Oh, I did everything. I did it all." No, I didn't. You know, I was part of a very big team and things, and doing a whole variety of things.
What was your first Doctor Who that you worked on?
The first one I worked on was with Ian Scoons, the late Ian Scoons. Unfortunately, Ian's been gone a few years now. He was doing one on his own, which I found out afterwards was The Curse of Peladon.
Remember it well?
Yeah. I had no idea what I was doing. Well, I knew what I was doing actually there. I was making the TARDIS like Flash. Ian, brilliant designer, brilliant artist, hopeless at electronics, which he fully admitted, so therefore I did know that, so I got the TARDIS lamp to flash fast, because we were filming fast, so we needed it to go flip, 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 flip. Slow it down so it goes to the normal speed, or whatever that is. So that's the first one I actually worked on.
That would be a difficult one, because that's the one that has so many different aliens, like Arcturus, Alpha Centauri, Agador. Was that sort of off-putting in any way, or...?
No, because I never saw that bit. I had no idea. It was only after I found out what I was working on. I knew it was Doctor Who. It had a police box in it, and it wasn't Dixon or Doc Green, so consequently it had to be Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I had no idea what the programme was. It was only, I say years after, it probably was. I said, what was that one idea? Oh, it must have been Curse of Peladon. So I never seen anything else. The first one I suppose I worked on where I saw a lot more was when Bernard Wilkie, and with Ian as well. Bernard was the actual designer, because he was one of the founders of the department with Jack Kine, and Ian, I was the junior assistant, and that was Frontier in Space. Well, I think The Frontier in Space, which is one of the later John Pertwee episodes. That I did see a lot more of. I saw the filming in Ealing, I saw the model shoot that Ian did, I saw some of the location work that was done in the BBC sandpit in Surrey, somewhere or other.
That was Roger Delgado's final story as a master. Did you meet Roger? What was he like?
I was a junior then, you know. I was in awe. I was never in awe of things, but basically it was before I realised I could sort of get up and say things. I was sort of kept back quiet because I was a new boy sort of thing. Do as you're told sort of thing.
So when Tom
Move that Dalek over there.
When Tom Baker then came on the set as the role of the Doctor, was it a complete change in atmosphere?
Probably, but I said then I was a designer, so consequently I was
more confident.
I had to be, I suppose, being a designer. I mean, the first one there I did was Face of Evil. That was the first one I did actually as a designer. I've still got the face. Yeah, I kept the face. The actual mountainside it was in, the cliff face it was in, it was Mount Rushmore style basically. We were just mimicking. It's a lot larger, but I actually chopped the face out, so I had about a sort of 18 inches, 2 foot of cliff face with Tom's face. Which was a nice mark.
Aside from K9 and the Mountain, have you kept much stuff from over the years?
I've kept a few bits and pieces that I've got the shuttle from The Invisible Enemy, which I made, and I was a designer at the time, but everybody piled in and helped out, so I did that. I've got the hyperspace prison ship from Stones of Blood. Got the Privateer, both versions, the original and the blown-up version from Warrior Escape. I got one of the gateways, but that's a remake actually. I haven't got the actual the window, the big window behind it. Unfortunately, that the mould went, and we didn't have a chance to get them because they were blown up. You see, because they were destroyed.
Warrior's Gate was actually one of my favourites as well.
It was my one actually.
So surreal.
It was very surreal. It was very strange. I think it worked as such, and because it was significant, and there's so many people left in it, including K9.
Yeah.
K9 Mark II.
Were you there for the actual leaving scene, or was?
Yeah, well, I was running K9 at the time because Nigel
R. Norman. That was the last day.
I have to say, it will wreck all the fans. They basically think, oh, it's over, because we'd have done 3 long studio days. Nowadays, people shoot sort of 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and it's a long day. No, we were shooting half 9 to half 10 at night, 13-hour days regularly, 3 days in a row. By the time you add on sort of getting in and getting out again, sort of talking 40, 15-hour days.
Yeah.
That would have been the last of one of those. So frankly, you just want to get home, have a bath and shower or whatever, and fall into bed.
What was your final story then for Doctor Who, before you moved on to?
I can't remember which order they came in. That's the trouble.
Peter Davison's era?
No, I never did. Oh, no, I said it would have been that one. Yeah, I did Warriors of the Deep.
Yeah.
Which is not one of my favourites.
No.
It's one of those things that, funny enough, actually, I always sort of said, it didn't work. The creatures didn't work properly and things. But looking back on it, we did one of these. If you watch the DVDs, you'll find there are these commentaries on it. And I went to do a commentary. I thought I'd bit the bullet. So I'll go and do the commentary, and Peter was there. Eric Saulwood, the script editor, was there as well. We went through and we watched it, and we all came to the conclusion. We thought, it's actually not as bad as we remember it. It's just so terribly slow.
Yeah.
It's back to the very last shot is just Peter standing there, and he said, what was I just standing there like that? He said, I can't remember. That was the last shot of it.
Should have been another way.
And we came in, and Eric said the same thing. He said, I want to do a thorough good script edit on that. I said, I want to do a thorough good video edit on this. I mean, basically, you're talking of a 2-hour story, because it was 4 half-hour episodes. It's only an hour story, but and if you look at the New Who, it runs a lot faster.
Yeah,
and I think,
tight.
yeah, it's almost, you say, too fast, but in fact it works. It's cut. And of course that's the way to get around the creatures. It's back to what you used to say about the alien syndrome. When the alien in the movie Alien, you never saw it.
True.
You just saw whereas you saw glimpses. That's what you do. We would put, unfortunately, things on screens and expect them to it's 5 minutes we've been on this picture, on this particular monster. It doesn't look quite right. No, because it should have been 5 seconds, not 5 minutes.
Yeah, we'll end it there. Matt, thank you very much for talking to us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.